Hello everyone, it's averydawnside and welcome back to another video. It feels so strange to be doing this again. I feel like I'm gonna say this in every single video that I record from now on just because they're so sporadic, but anyways, I haven't logged on and actually played Star Stable in quite literally months. Honestly, I've just logged in to film like the monthly check-ins or take a photo or something, and so I haven't actually been around the game much at all. I'm gonna get into that, why, and kind of talk through some life updates and things that have going on in my life. I do just want to give, oh, we have a friend. Hello. I do just want to give a quick disclaimer though. I might sound a little bit more quiet because my microphone usually has it's like an air cover on it, which it prevents it from making like wind noises when people talk, and I couldn't find that today, so I'm recording without it. So I'm going to talk a little bit softer in hopes that the air doesn't pick up on the mic, but if it does, I apologize in advance. But either way, I was in the mood to record, so I was like, we're not gonna let that stop me from recording. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So you're probably like, Avery, what are you doing? I'm gonna go buy a horse because, like I said, haven't been on the game in a while. Kind of want to bring the excitement back to it. I did buy this horse, like 2 months ago, the last time that I was on the game. I didn't record it or anything, but I just bought the horse. And I haven't, as you can tell, been on to train it, and I will possibly maybe get to that eventually, but I wanted to go buy a new horse for a special occasion, which we're going to talk about that and kind of everything. There's been a lot that's going on. Let's actually check how many star coins I have, because I do not know. Okay, 7,000. Pretty good. Oh my goodness. There is so much stuff that I have not seen before. Oh, wow. This is what happens when you don't log on for a while. Anyways, so I think the place that we're going to be going today, if I remember correctly, is Marley's farm. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. How do I get there? If I'm going to Marley's, I think Steve's is the closest thing. This is how you know it's been too long since I've been online. Anyways, so let's talk about life updates and what I'm doing. So the reason that I'm buying the horse that I am today is because I have a very exciting thing happening. I was invited to go. Whoa. I still have my weird typos with my mouth, my stutters. Oh. And now my dog is barking. Anyways, welcome to this chaotic video. It's like not really chaotic, but anyways. So I had the really exciting opportunity. I was invited to be a part of the Star Stable online convention. So SSO Con, as many of you probably know it, and I was invited to be a creator this year. So I am doing that. It's actually in 2 days. I don't know when I'm going to upload this video, probably maybe tomorrow. I'm going to talk about that in a minute too, but yeah, that's in 2 days, so July 19th. I unfortunately can only do one of the day events, just because of work and everything and time zones, so I'm only doing the Tuesday, so it's North America and United Kingdom, and I'm pretty excited. It's definitely going to be new to me, and it's kind of a nice way to get back involved in the game, because like I said, kind of been AWOL for a while, but that's okay. I don't even know what server I'm on right now. That's how long it's been. But yeah, so I'm super excited, and the reason why I'm getting this horse today is because, as many of you know, I'm sure all of you by now, if not all of you, have hopefully seen my latest video, or my second to latest video. I bought a horse, and if you haven't seen the video, I'll link it in the iCard, or you can literally just go onto my channel. It's like one of the most recent ones, and you can see the vlog of me buying my first horse. So as I mentioned in that video, it has kind of been a whirlwind, but after that video was uploaded, literally like a day or two after that was uploaded, it got even more crazy because, so my horse's name is Picasso, but we call him Pico. So about a few days after I uploaded that video, Pico actually colicked. And for those of you who don't know what that is, I'll kind of explain it, but I also would just recommend following me on Instagram, because all of you that have been on Instagram know about this, because I update my Instagram like pretty frequently on everything that's going on in my life. So little self promo, if you want to know the updates on my life more frequently and more like when it's actually happening, check out my Instagram at averydawnside. Anyways, so yeah, a few days after that video was uploaded, literally a week and a half into owning my horse, he colicked. And colic can come in a variety of different, there's different types of colics. B, there's different levels of severity of colics. So Pico's colic was a gas colic, which is one of the least severe, so that was good. But basically what happened, he started showing colic symptoms around like 3 p.m. that day. So my trainer gave him Banamine, which is to help with colic symptoms, and we tried like walking him out and everything, and that wasn't helping, and he just wasn't in great shape. So we actually ended up having to take him to our local emergency vet, and yeah, turns out his colon had shifted upwards, and it became more of a serious situation than we thought. So they put him on IV fluids and monitored him for a few days, but it was definitely the scariest time in my life that I've ever been through. So especially because I'd only had Pico a week and a half, I was still getting used to horse ownership and everything, but he could have died in that moment too. So it was a lot was going on. So that's also kind of why I haven't been on YouTube, just because that was really traumatic for me to go through and experience, and I didn't want to talk about it until I was ready. And as you can tell, I'm still not going into full detail about it, because I honestly don't really want to remember it, because it was just a really, really hard time in my life. But the good news of that is Pico made a full recovery. He didn't need extensive care or anything. Managed to get it all figured out, and he's back now. He's been doing really well, and we kind of like switched some things up to prevent that for the future. But yeah, he's doing a lot better, so that's exciting. Anyways, so like I said, that's why I logged on to film this video, because since I'm doing SSO Con and since I have Pico, I want to buy Pico in game so that I can ride him to SSO Con, because I thought that would be so cute. So for those of you that haven't watched the video, quick rundown on Pico. He's a dark bay off the track thoroughbred. He's 3.5. He's currently 16.3 and growing. He's a big boy. And yeah, so I already have this dark bay. I'll probably put a picture of Pico in here somewhere. So I already have that dark bay, but Pico doesn't really, oh, I'm yawning, sorry, had to yawn. Pico doesn't look like, Pico looks like this, I don't know, Pico's a combination of this and this seal bay, but Pico looks more like this one. And this one I don't actually have yet. So this is the horse that's going to be Pico in game. They look really similar, except Pico has a little white star on his forehead, and then he has a little white snippet sock thing back here on this leg. So not like identical, but I don't think you could find identical horses in the game. So we're gonna name this one, we're gonna make this one Pico. So we're going to, I don't actually know, I feel like this one might have a star, maybe not, I don't think so. I kind of want to put it in braids though, because I think it's like fancy and cute. I definitely am not going to put it in the mane that it comes in, so sorry, I just think it's ugly. Not ugly, but I just don't like it. So we're definitely going to change the mane up. I think we're going to put it in that one. Anyways, so yeah, Pico's been doing a lot better, and did they increase the price? Interesting. I don't think they did. They might have, but we're gonna put him as a youngster because he is a youngster and he is a gelding. So 𝐾𝐞 and I had our first ride today, which was amazing. He was so good. Let's see if we can find something close. Okay, we'll just go to the P's. Yeah, and he was really great. So that went super well. I might put some video in here. If not, go check out my Instagram again.
Nothing like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your cheeks. Cause baby, in your absence life is boring, so I'll never leave. It's easier to love when it's you by my side, shining through the crowd.
So I finally picked a name. We're just gonna call him Big Boy because that's what I call 𝐾𝐞. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, you're such a big boy, because he is big. But this is 𝐾𝐞, so we're gonna buy him in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I love how this is like a new thing. I love that this is a part of the buying process. I think it's very cute. Anyways, so sorry, I keep yawning. I'm so tired. We're gonna send him to my stable, and we're gonna go to my stable. I see that I also have mail. Haven't checked that either. Anyways, I'm trying to think what other life updates I can give you all. Work is going good. Oh, I'll talk about this for a moment. Not work, but it just reminded me of this. So I might make like an actual video about this. I've kind of been avoiding it a little. So a lot of you know that what is happening to my character? I don't know. A lot of you know that I kind of took a break from posting, and that break is actually going to be, I don't want to make this sound like bad, but it's going to be more of a permanent change. So I probably most likely will not be uploading regularly anymore, just because, well, as of right now, this could change in the future, but as of right now, I will not be uploading consistently just because it's not going to work out with my schedule and everything that's going on in my life. And YouTube was very quickly becoming like, I'm gonna put 𝐾𝐞 in an outfit that we wore for our first ride today, like make it matchy. Anyways, so YouTube was very quickly becoming something that I felt like was turning into a chore for me, and I don't want it to be like that. So I gave myself some grace to take some weeks off from posting consistently, and I just found that I needed a really big break from Star Stable. I mean, I think all of you can tell that I'm still kind of in that era of I need a break from Star Stable, just because I played it so consistently for so long that now it's just, the joy isn't in the game for me as much anymore. It's in the community that the game has brought me, if that makes sense. So for that reason, like, I adore all of you so much, and like that is why I keep up to date with YouTube, or not with YouTube, with Instagram and things like that. And like, I love interacting with all of you and still having that community. I just don't necessarily find as much joy in it in the actual game or on YouTube, if that makes sense, anymore, because YouTube is a really competitive platform, especially with the algorithm and things like that. So that's what I mean by I won't be posting as consistently on YouTube, but don't think that I'm disappearing, because I'm not. So that's the thing. That's where like I heavily emphasize all the time. If you want to know what's going on in my life, if you want to interact with me, and like I want to interact with you guys, please go follow my Instagram, because that is kind of becoming more of a main platform for me. Not that YouTube isn't a main platform for me. Obviously, it's where I started. It's where I'll always be. But as of right now, Instagram is just more of a priority to me because it's more easily accessible and things like that. it's easier to create content on there as well, and like post on stories and kind of share more of who I actually am than more about my Star Stable life, because I'm not super duper interested in my Star Stable life as much currently. So yeah, I'll probably give a more in-depth explanation one day when I'm ready, when I find like the time and the energy just to film that video, but that's kind of a small snippet of everything right now. I am going to end the video here though, because I'm really tired, as many of you can tell, because I keep yawning, but I just want to say thank you all so much for being a part of this journey and everything. I love you all so much, and even though I'm not on YouTube actively as much as I have been before, just know that I'm always here for you and I'm still around. So I love you so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!